Double up. 3 or 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up. Never let a hard time humble us. Double up. I ain't telling no lies, I just, yeah. I ain't telling no lies, I just
5, 4, 3, 2, that's time. I got to you that money, yeah, my dreams came true. My life in diamonds. Who knew? Who knew? Shout out to my man Neil. Who knew?
turn 7 to a 14.
14 to a whole thing. Lord knows it's a cold game. I switched up on the hoes, man. Big body take both lanes. Backseat blowing propane. All black wine gold chain. Young rich nigga bossed up on his own, man. My new shit sound like a soul train.
Tookie Williams over Coltrane. Eric B by the rope chain. RC, we for show bang.
Tiny Lokes and they go crazy.
What you know about the dope game?
Was you born in the 80s? Did your mama snort cocaine? Have you ever seen the whole thing? Would you drove to the streets cause you grew up on short change? Fucked up when the dope aged.
It remind me when these rappers drop dust
and they quotes change.
At the park
With the low fade.
I was standing in front of Knicks with my sack
For the whole day. Drive by, that was road rage.
We park and hop out, learn levels
To this whole thing.
Old school play the OJs, trying to make a slow change. Mama still slaving for a low wage.
I tried to double up.
Yeah.
3 or 4 times.
I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up. Never let a hard time humble us.
That's that angelic note right there. You gotta hit it and say double up.
I ain't telling no lies, I just, yeah. I ain't telling no lies, I just
5, 4, 3, 2, that's time. I got to you that money. My dreams, it came true. My life in diamonds. Who knew? Who knew? That's right, Rico. You didn't know.
I leave it behind if you let me. I'd rather got drowned just to hold you down. I jump off the ledge if you're with me.
Facts.
I bring you up, you just let me down. Let me down.
All money in chain too.
Let me down.
I don't know why this is everybody's favorite part of this shit. Fuck it. It's hard to catch what you can't see. I grew up to be who I wanna be, so the more you niggas talk, I'ma shine. Might have been way before it's time. Posted with my back against the wall. Life is a bitch, but she mine. The Rack 6 douche, yeah, it's mine. The West Side too, yeah, it's mine. What you know about it? Your poster on the wall at the dealership. I leave him in the bed, legs trembling. I got him banged on for your penalties. What you know about it? Nigga, your spots be the reason you exist. Lucky I ain't get caught up in the twist. Young nigga, blue pager on my hip, so as the champagne spill and the car accelerate and the beat gon' cry. I be going to the bank at least 3, 4 times. Getting handshakes from the branch managers. Love that nigga. We keep doing fly shit when the cameras cut.
double up. Yeah. 3 or 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up. Never let a hard time humble us.
I wanna know what I'll be listening to in the morning? Everything. Everything. It's like the uppers and downers, uppers and downers. I've been this bitch crying, then turned up, then acting like I got dreadlocks. Our music is amazing. Shout out to the people out there who support the broadcast, who truly here to learn. Shout out to the fellas out there ducking and dodging, weaving and shit. Shout out to the sisters out there contributing to the broadcast, and that's by way of homework. These are 2 different things. Contributors and then homework doers. Shout out to y'all. If these dudes be thinking I'll be mad or something, I don't be mad.
I just be talking. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all ain't even threw a piece of paper at the enemy. Press one. You got a chance to beat down the demons that like you always wanted. God, if I had a chance to fight the demons, man, let me be part of your army, man. Them motherfuckers, man. Ah, what a night. What a night. I woke up this morning just thinking about my students, trying to charge them up. Who out there? Where Rico at? Press one. A hashtag, where's Waldo? I just happened to look at your text messages. You know what this fool gonna send me? That's why I tell this fool, don't call me or nothing. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? You come over here and confuse my show, only to go back on your Facebook and do what? Press what? So I'm gonna do it for you, man. Y'all, man, because Rico, I don't want Rico to try to steal my information and then beg for cash apps without me knowing. So I'm gonna do it for you. That's what I'm gonna do it for you, Rico. Rico over there on Facebook stealing all my information, trying to be a YouTuber. Press what? He ain't came over here and checked in. He hollering, Kev Roll, I'm going to let you do this, and I'm going to let you do that. His cash app, for those who give a damn, is Rico's Gold 1. Rico. The only problem with this is you say, support the real. Like, you know this is me, right? Rico, my son.
Not like this. Not like this.
Oh, Marley. Do you see this, Marley? Oh, Marley, don't get him. He want the cash apps, everything he learned from the youth. Like, he can do all that here, right? If he organized. But no. He want to talk about the boo-boo group. Press one. So let me help him. Time to study and research and take the time to do the Lord's homework and loosen the bonds of our captivity. My people, being black African American is a dead status in law. And it gives you, he says, so we can free and loosen the bond and law. This old Moorish head, press one, give you commercial rights to the Roman Church and the USA being those dead courts of that jurisdiction over everything and everyone. You just got to sit back and vote for Joe Biden again and support the real. Amen. Press what? And I know y'all before class like, uh-oh, here go Kev again. No, this ain't that. Press what? No, I just be talking shit. My man Rico trying to get a fresh start. Press one. So let me get this straight. He comes over my classroom and causes chaos magic, you see, and confusion. Every time he get on the air, then go back to his Facebooks and YouTube page and type in all caps and yell at people and say, this is how we gonna do it, man, and y'all got to do the Lord's homework. And sir, wow, this is a crazy pattern I'm seeing amongst the witches and warlocks. Y'all got to really get it together over there. Press one. Y'all got to stop thinking that I can't see a witch and a warlock in a covenant, in a coven. That's a covenant, but would have been cut off. A coven. I don't think I can't see you trying to take Kev's work. Press one. Mickey Mouse. I would have let y'all see the whole account, but I said he using the Mickey Mouse and how they control and on there. He just trying to do everything. See? That's what I'm saying. And that's why I continuously got to wake up and make sure I address these matters, because I'm the only one who's brave enough as men to get up here and put it all on the line. Press one, ladies. The Pop dude's like, hey, Cam doing his thing. Let him go. Let him go. Right, ladies? So you should, bro, at least have the integrity when I open up my StreamYard to show your face too. See, a lot of y'all think y'all gonna just use my page and think it's going in the same direction that it has been. No. And that your support matters. It does to a certain extent. I don't need it. That support is for you. This to charge you up too. I'll just give it back to you. Here it come. Here it come. But no. They just want to steal information. They want to take from. They want to know what it's like to have the audience, the auditorium filling up. Hit the like button. They want to know what it's like to have 100, 150, 200 people just talking about some real things like, bro, just step up here and make sense of it. I'm not here to play conspiracy theory games and yell at people or nothing like that. I'm having a blast with my university. I'm trying to let you know, I'm just trying to let you know why we in this condition. A lot of y'all not gonna free yourselves from no captivity. You have committed yourself to whatever Freemasonic oath that you took. You made a pact. See, young Pharaoh made a pact with the devil. He made a friendship bond, signed the seal, tattooed it on his arms and biceps. So don't try to come over here, take my information, and try to do it the way I do this. I'm speaking from a different perspective in the spectrum. 0 point. That's this observation point, not yours. You're not controlling this channel. You're not about to steer these conversations nowhere. And if you knew how to stay on point and stay out of the confusion mindset of a split mind and just want to yell at people and ask for cash apps, this ain't the place for you. I know I make this shit look good, but I had to learn to do that, bro. It was a lot that went into the last 6 years of YouTube for me, bro. I'm not 5,000 viewers. Don't think you can just come over here and leech off of me and try to steal my information and try to get in where you're not doing anything. I'm telling you, you ain't came up with none of this information Mr. Gillespie is showing on the internet. Press 1, none of it. I keep telling these clowns, I got a whole research team. I got somebody to study the law. I got somebody to study this one and that one. So if you're not doing your homework, don't think you can fool me, because our homework is right on the screen. Press 1, see? And because you don't know where I'm going, y'all ready to condemn. I'm not gonna condemn these people. No, they adults. They don't condemn themselves. I ain't worried about. They like to have fantasies about the jokes I make about how I attack my enemies with their erotic behavior. But that's not, that's something I learned. I had to learn that. I'm not fucking trying to destroy a nigga. I'm getting at my enemies because I know what you did to get to the level you thought you was on until God brought me in front of your ass. That's what the problem was. So we talking about the temporal death, astro projection, sexual ritual magic, mushrooms and all that. What y'all talking about? Nothing. You know why? Because this is y'all religion. This is y'all religion. Y'all out here calling everybody else gay, and Jesus was gay, and this one was this one. You're gods that you have tattooed on you, and you got sigils tattooed on you. Bafflement isn't the only demon they invoke. Press 1. And I ain't no fool. I now know. When I was a child, I'll let y'all run circles and actually give y'all some room to like sidestep these important arguments, but I'm coming direct, straight to your chest with your behavior. See, I'm not attacking no LGBT. I'm getting at you, Kwame Brown. Why would I need to get at Little Nas X? He went to your school, nigga. Press one. No, you can't come against me. You can't trick me. I was just playing. I just be sitting around playing, seeing how dumb you gonna get, how far you think you gonna lead me till you run smack into the wall and realize I'm in front of you. Bars. Damn, you see that? I should be a rapper. See? Bars. And you're gonna realize I'm in front of you. Shout out to the truckers out there who listening to me in middle America, watching this crazy, crazy show progress every year. Shout out to y'all. I'm in front of you. You ain't lead me nowhere. Oops. So what is this you're speaking of? Confusion. Shout out to Ease Your Mind. See, when you do your homework, your small little bit of information goes a long way. I make this shit look good. Press button. Make this shit look good. And you wouldn't be quiet if you didn't have sigils magic in your house. You wasn't ashamed of what you've been doing. And you know I'm talking directly to your soul. That's why y'all trying to deflect and because you don't want to go through the exorcism. But your ass went through every other. I said your ass went through. Hold up, remix that. I said your ass went through every other ritual around here. Come on, press one. Come on, Cletus. Press. Got it. Come on with it. Come on. What y'all scared of? You gotta you don't want to go through the exorcism? You don't want to? Y'all want to deflect? See, the exorcism is nothing more than the truth. And the truth will set that vessel that's inhabiting you free from this demonic spirit. That's that demonic spirit want to call my show and irritate and confuse. I know it ain't you. I know deep down inside, there's a little child with so much trauma, and these worldly monsters fucked you up. And that's okay. A lot of us is, but guess what? Press one, you go get that work. You got to do Pharaoh like that. You got to do these little boys like that. They think they spiritual, but they really not. They really not. They have. And then we find out the god of sin is death. And the god of the moon is death and sin. So, and we find out that the green tablets, the Ninja Turtle tablets, press one, is nothing more than sigil magic. Now we got your whole hidden language. Now we know how you got to activate the chakras without the subliminal. We don't got to go there to know. Once you go there, you coming out with a lisp. Press one. Don't hold on to your coffee. Hold on to your coffee. You coming out with a lisp. Press one. Oh my goodness. What a time it is to be alive. And they afraid. They afraid. Billy Carson left a message saying, just because I left the church don't mean I left God. No, you left God too. No, you was up here giggly. No, I don't want to hear none of that. Get them. Do you feel me? You got to get them when they weak. You got to get them when they feel that pressure because they know we know. They've been artificially inseminated. Press one. Damn. You've been artificially inseminated. Yeah, of course you went out your body by way of snake. That's called a big penis, nigga. Press one, hit the like button, and subscribe. Be quiet. I don't want to hear nothing. Let my white t-shirt go. Bro, this motherfucker clean. Hit that like button. I don't know where your hands been. You got oil all over your jacket. Press one. See how easy it is? There's no more debate if you're doing homework or if you're not. I got this. Now I'm a scholar. Now I'm a lecturer. I lecture on temporal death and the dangers of astral projection and demon possession. I got him. Your whole religion in my hand. Press 1. See? Somebody need to go to Google and call it in and give me the definition of hell. Press 1 so we can talk about hell for a minute and how hell is related to the Astro plane. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Contribute. See, they think that's easy when I do that. No, bro. It's hard getting up here, bro. Holding a damn lecture, staying focused, and then got trolls and stuff messing with me. Press 1. It's hard. Shout out to my, and then read Cash Apps. Jim, Deborah Nichols 2 times. Shout out to y'all. Deborah and Jim. Lord have mercy. Y'all donated twice. Shout out to you guys. So we going to get it right. When you go through a temporal death, you are testing hellfire. That's what you're doing. And everybody know I stand corrected unless prove. Which one of y'all gonna disprove me? Which one of you Egyptian Sodom and Gomorrah see they can't do nothing? See, freeze tag, Sodom and Gomorrah see they can't do nothing. Press 1. Hell, Hades, Sheol. Big old 581. Shout out to you. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But as a noun, a place or state of punishment. Hear me out when we say state or a dead state of punishment. Hell, noun, the place or state of punishment for the wicked after the death. Matthew 28, Luke 20, 12, and 5. It don't get much better than that. Where my caller? Where my team at? They supposed to be meet me in a parking lot. Talking about, man, Kev, man, how I'm gonna get on the Patreon? Forget the Patreon. How you gonna get this VR set and play video games on your head and walk around your house and give them for their birthdays to them kids? Do that homework. Press 1. Do that homework. The place of the dead. Number 2. Now, wait a minute. Sin, S-I-N, is hell begun. It's the beginning of the hell process. That's crazy, but it's true. Okay, 2, the place of the dead are of souls after death. The lower regions, or the grave, called in the Hebrew, Sheol, and by the Greeks, Hades. Psalms 16 and 10, Jonah 2 and 2. I'm telling you, let your foundation be the word and stop thinking of it like an allegorical concept. Think of it like a verification process of the Webster's Dictionary. It is the official blue letter. You feel me? Okay. I want y'all to write this down. Not only just hell and the different things of that nature, and do your research. Pull out your notebook. I just been told, Kev, you want us to get notebooks? They got digital notebooks, bro. You should give them away to encourage more people. So fine, you students from hell. Press me fucking students. I gotta give you stuff. All right, think about a fucking digital notepad from Amazon. Fine. Listen, pull this out. The empire. I realize now our students like stuff. The Empire of the Dead. The Empire of the Dead equals the catacombs. I want y'all to understand this because inside the catacombs is the Empire of the Dead. Press 1. You can Google all this. You don't have to take my word for it. I realize you can work just as hard as me. You can work just as hard as the next person. Are we alive out there? Where the fellas at? Are we out there? Leah, thank you, Leah, for checking up on me. Thank you. Okay, let me bring this up real quick. Because it's your responsibility to be adult to learn, not mine. Don't be texting me, Rico. This is up to you. Press 1. I got the team. They ready, bro. I ain't tripping about none of that. When I was tripping about it, my guy, I was fighting this war. Now I got it. I got it, bro. Trust me. All right. Let's bring this up. Shout out to my man Sinetta Studios, the biggest Pan-African supporter on earth. If you want to be a Pan-African and love Pan-African and pansexual ideas, go over there to my man Sinetta Studios, 102 or something like that, off 125th and Bronx River. Press 1. Okay, this is... Oh, man, I love them. Okay, the catacombs. This will be your army of the dead. That says I see it in the Empire de la Mort. That sounded so sexy, but it was not. It was actually the army of the dead. Remember, Lord of the Rings, old boy had to go to the army of the dead to do what? You gonna get this work more. Press 1. I don't want to see none of that. Who is that? No, you got to call it in. Pause. You got to call it in. Big guy. You got to call it in. I wish I could. There's no more just, nope, you got to call it in. You want to be part of the show? Call it in. Call it in and show yourself. There it is. I would love to give you the flow. So this is the Empire of the Dead. Remember, I was bringing this up. I said the bones was talking to me. Remember? We here, Kev. I told you, man. Nobody on earth is looking for us. Remember? The hellfighters. You know that old saying, go to hell? What is hell? Let's go back to the definition of hell. Not the cartoon version, but the real version. A place or state of punishment for the wicked after death. Okay. A place of the dead or of souls after death. The lower regions or the grave, called in Hebrew Sheol. Okay, the empire of the dead. Okay, now 3, the pains of hell, temporal death. Let me say that again. Let me repeat. 3, the pains of hell, temporal death, or agonies that dying persons feel or which brings to the brink of the grave. Reference point, Psalm 18:5. Press 1. Support this broadcast, bro. I'm not playing no more. I'm learning this. Now I'm in and out. I see that there's a lot of confusionists out there that they're not here to learn. They're here to dictate and confuse and not be in the word. That's all it really is. Witches and warlocks being confusionists as they should. Okay. Why is this important? We just brought up Mr. Success Builder. We just brought up temporal death and temporal yesterday. Didn't we just bring this up yesterday? So this is what doing my homework mean to my students. We just brought up astro projecting demons. Okay, so it's bringing you to the point of death. That point where you are about to die and you want to experience that, right? Again, temporal, temporary. Okay. Temporal death. Remember, the termination of temporal life by the separation of body and soul. The gates of hell. 4, the power and policy of Satan and his instruments. Reference point 16, Matthew 16 and 18. Are we continue on? Are we in Bible study? Stop it. Stop it at the U. I told y'all the U is special. The infernal powers, number 5. While Saul and hell crossed his stroll fate in vain. The places at the running play which carried those who were caught. 7. A place into which a tailor throws his shreds. 8. A dungeon or a prison. So is prison or a dungeon hell? Yes. It is the result of sin, so it is within the process of hell. Remember, sin was the beginning of hell. Okay, so you should know now when Tupac was saying, how you know we not in hell already and stuff like that, which it's from a perspective of this. Temporal, okay? 1, pertaining to this life or this world or the body, only secular as temporal concerns, temporal affairs in this sense, as is opposed to spiritual. So now that you know, temporal is as opposed to spiritual. Let not temporal affairs or employments direct the mind from spiritual concerns, which are far more greater. In that sense, also it is opposed to ecclesiastical as temporal power. That is secular, civil, political power, temporal courts, those within take cognizance of civil suits. Temporal jurisdiction is that which regards civil and political affairs. 2, measured or limited by time and by this life or this state of things, having limited existence, opposed to eternal. These things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. 2 Corinthians 4:18. Press 1. Number 3, in grammar related to a tent as a temporal argument. 4, pertaining to a temple or temple of the head as the temporal bone, a temp. An artery or a vein, a temporal muscle. Then goes into Sheol. Are we there? Old Testament refers to the grave or the abode of the dead. Usually Sheol was thought of as being deep down in the earth, as hell is often as today. In the Old Testament, Sheol is represented as the opposite of the upper sphere of life and light. It is deep Sheol. It is directions is down. The psalmist says, "Thou hast delivered my soul from the lowest Sheol." Job says Sheol is naked before God, and Abaddon has no covering. Oh, this is great. Great. Where we at? Let me see who in this chat room, because I've been reading. Let me see. Oh, it's quiet out here. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like. You feel me, Teresa? Yeah, they not just pressing 1 because they don't understand. They know damn well I'm active right now. Oh, I know when you faking. See, Teresa, I know you interested in this conversation, in all of these conversations. I can know the difference. People think I'm like unaware because I'm play around a lot or something. But no, this is what you're supposed to be studying. I left this for the men and said, fellas, study this. This is what we own. So tomorrow, when we get up, we'll have something to talk about. Come on. Then they wonder why I'm like, "Kid, where y'all at?" When I wake up, Rico got my whole script over there. Okay, demon. See why I say focus on the show? Focus on what the topic is. Anything outside of this topic and what I'm talking about is a confusionist. Okay, demon, a spirit, a immaterial being, holding a middle place between men and celestial deities of the pagans. The ancients believed there was no good and no evil demons, which had influence over the minds of men, and their beings carried out. The demons of the New Testament were supposed to be spiritual beings which vex and tormented men. In general, the word in modern uses signifies an evil spirit or evil genius which influences the conduct, the fortunes of mankind. Demonology, a discourse on demons, a treatise on evil spirits. So King James entitled his book concerning witches. Concerning what? Witches. And that's King James' book on demonology and what these people are invoking. Remember, they got caught practicing necromancy, death, sin, Baphomet, all of the things you see young Pharaoh doing. That shit. So you gotta go back to the part where what it is a plane of existence. What is the astro plane? What are these terms? Well, if you've been listening to the show, you should know what a plane is. You see these people. A plane is where the demons are. That's where you exercise all of your demons. You ever seen these people? Used to be into DMT and all of these things and had horrible experiences and they all went to hell. Press one. They all on the internet. I went to hell and come back. Y'all ain't never seen that? Man, I went to hell. That's what we're going to be talking about, but I don't want to get caught up in that just yet. Man, we went to hell, man. Man, they had beings down there, man. The beings, man. They was with you. That's because your asses went somewhere. You had an outer body experience, didn't you? You been astral projecting? Yep. You've been doing this ritualistic behavior? Yep. That's where you're going to go. That's where you're headed. The only way out of those situations that you know is Christ. That's it. This isn't hard for me. That's how I know who to stay away from. I'm cool. You know, it ain't nothing for me to peep game and realize that you really on these types of things. No, thank you. I'm a winner. And people don't understand what that means is, you gonna learn. You gonna learn. So we diving all up into neuroscience of it all and how y'all created a dead language, a dead spirituality, all behind the signs and symbols and the sigils of which you're calling the emerald tablets. So you guys been opening yourselves up to demonology and all type of witchcrafts and all type of sayings of energy and chakra and all of this having to do with old ancient Hinduish type of things. And look at you today, man. Cat Williams, man, they know what they talking about, man. Cat Williams, man, we gotta protect Cat Williams, man. We gotta protect Cat Williams, man. He's speaking the truth. You going right back into. And that's what it's all about. So shout out to the people who really care about knowledge and wisdom and having open discussion about these things and take advantage of it. Take advantage of these open discussion forums where we're allowed to discuss. See, demon in Latin equal deity. See, a demon in Latin equals a deity. So all of these people talking about all these deities, that's why they are doing it. They're praying to demons. They're demons. Idol worshiping. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So if, like I said, it's very important for people to get to 1828 I don't know. I can't stress this enough. Get the 1828. Get the law books, bro, so you can open up the books yourself and read. I can't sit up here and be trolled over here and people aren't receiving the information correctly. I'm wasting my time giving a shit about other people and they don't. I care about their mind frames more than them. And I'm talking to you, B from Texas, Leah, Shiva, Forrest Glory, Amanda, Angelina, all you, Teresa, Royal Purple, all of you folk. I'm wasting a lot of time trying to, and people are literally staying dumb, and they want to be there. They want to stay there. They want to stay. They want to stay deflective and playing around and thinking that they're appeasing to my heart. They're not. See how far we came? We on temporal depth. It's a wrap. Time's up for you to keep it real. That time is over. I got it from here. Y'all let me in doing all of this fake shit. This is the real thing. And the real thing is y'all are involved in this. So y'all had no choice but to try to confuse, distort, distract. That's y'all job in this world, is to be worthless and be pathetic without any fucking backbone, because you have none. That because it was taken by way of temporal death and fucking French fucking ritualistic Nazi fucking mind control chakra behavior. Press 1, trying to take my information and do what? You can't do this. Do it. Do it. I ain't do this. You can't steal it. It's going to sound dumb coming off your lips. Y'all see how Rico sound when he call in? Lost and confused. That's because he don't do nothing but he's a repeater of information. They don't have original thought. You hear me? They all variants. They don't have original thought. There was hand-fed information, and that's all they got. They're cut off. You can't come here, nigga. You can't troll here, nigga. You know why? You stand shame. Only men participate here. Grown men and women. Busted. This is what it's like when we tell y'all little ass kids to go back in the room and cut on that goddamn TV and stay our grown folk business. Quit walking up in here trying to listen to what we talking about, going up in that room trying to be smart to the other kids. Carry or go to bed. As Whack 100 will say, take your ass to bed. Press what? Nelda, we don't need no prayer to whatever you talking about protect this platform. Nelda, that prayer don't work. When you put your hands together and pray, that is not how you pray. Protect this platform. I got all the protection that I need. You need to be calling it in. That's what you need to be doing. Instead of pretending to know what I'm talking about. You need to be called, let me see. Nelda. Press 1. You can't pretend to be Lord, protect this, what's the name, and then what you doing? We talking about temporal death, astral projection, and demons. Confusionists. That's what you're supposed to be talking about. I'm walking up the aisles talking shit to my students. You're supposed to have your head on the homework desk. You ain't supposed to be, we gonna pray, y'all sit down right there. I remember Saddam Hussein got up and started, and as soon as Saddam walked in, all of his traitors stood up and started praising him. He had to lock the doors and close the door and make sure everybody knew he ain't playing. Y'all not finna fool me with this all thank God, and then I'm not y'all little nephews. I'm not here for them little wannabe prayers. No, them prayers don't work. Them little inty beatsy spiders don't work. No, and I don't believe in them type of prayers. That's blasphemous prayer to me. That's not even cute or funny. That's like childish 8-year-old type shit. Press one. That's just me. Y'all don't want the real Kev. Y'all want me to be the Kev y'all want me to be. No, I'm gonna be the real Kev. Nah, fuck that. I've been doing this too long, and niggas been playing and stealing information. I'm just tired of being used up by these lame, weak-ass, worthless, non-spiritual, illiterate niggas who think they smart. Come on, Cletus. Stick your chest out, nigga. Press one. Stick your chest out. You want to jump to the next level? Come on. You start busting your information down. There's nothing left to be said. You just gonna sit in your chair and be quiet. Because y'all serve Satan. And y'all are the army of Satan. Y'all are legion, just like I the fuck said. A bunch of legion. A bunch of international counterclockwise niggas here to lie, steal, and pirate their way into my brain as if they friendly. I told you. These demons got, please, in their eyeballs. These demons specialize in crying and, they last fucking ditch is them big old eyeballs, watery and playing like they really have emotion. It's all synthetic. Do it now. This is not real. It's not even, let me tell y'all the truth. It don't even sound authentic, okay? Let me just tell you, let me stop playing with you niggas. It don't even sound right. The women are putting up this work. A woman talking about temporal death, astro projecting demons. Press one. This is their work. That's why I'm riding on you weak ass nigga trying to steal my information, because this is theirs, nigga. Press one. See? I told you. I made this shit look good. This is theirs. They did the homework. But that's the insane part. The supporters of the show, bro. So no, I don't give a fuck about your eyeballs crying when the girls, excuse me, ladies, but the girls are fucking doing the homework and you just, listen, everything you got to do is confusing. Everywhere you lead to is a distraction or somewhere over there when it's taking these ladies hours, sometimes days, nigga, to formulate these thoughts and send me these notes. And you trying to steal from me because I shine hard, nigga. You trying to think you stealing from me. You're not stealing nothing from me. But you not finna take nothing from my team. That's what you not gonna do. They're doing the work. That's why y'all be thinking I give a fuck. I be just playing, talking about the homework. I know you didn't. I know you finna copy and steal. Why you think Pop Deuce and them be chilling in the background? They know like hell. Just sit back, nigga, and relax. I got this, champion. A lot of these witches and warlocks who come from these different communities think they can run spiritual practicing, deceptive, fucking agent of chaos games over here. And it's not going. We talking about temporal death. How y'all sell y'all soul and communicate with demons. Y'all, hunt Tony Brown. You feel me, Tony? See, they be trying to distract Tony. Trying to go over here. Trying to call into the show. Like they bumped their head, lost. You're not finna call my show 100 times, lost. I hear the predator in your voice. I hear the deceit in your voice. You think you sound friendly. You don't. You sound like you up to no good as always. No, it just sound like you up to no good. Never on track. Because y'all practice sigil magic. That's why. Man, y'all niggas ain't never got nothing to say when we talking about y'all sin. If we're talking about women and what women ain't doing, y'all come out of woodworks. Old, and we talking about rap, and we talking about Nipsey Hussle, or if we talking about this, and we talking about that, man, we talking about God, man, we talking about sigil and how Satan is using the inner, man, these niggas start falling fast. Why? 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 Because they a part of it. Ain't no other reason. The same reason why the sisters be quiet when I get on that energy, but they don't run. One thing about these sisters, they don't run. They not gonna pretend. They not gonna act like the tattoo ain't in the middle of their forehead, like, oh shit, I got this behind my ear. Oh shit, I ain't even know. The thing about niggas is they say women don't hold themselves accountable. That's because the men leading them can't. That's why. Shout out to TJ. What's up, TJ? I see you. Because the men that's supposed to be showing them can't. That's why. You're supposed to be delivering the law and giving them something to look up to. Baby. You can't be practicing demonology, baby. You know you don't need to do that to get to the stars, baby. Cut the temptation. So you don't even know how to do nothing around here, running your lips, putting cigars in your mouth. Pause. Press 1. You ain't even know how to deter her smoothly. God said he made Jacob smooth and Esau hairy. Then why y'all ain't got no game then? What happened to the Max, man? What happened? What happened to you? I thought you was a Mac. What happened? Why you ain't got no game? What happened? Could you get in your game from fucking Abba and Preach? Could you get in your motherfucking game from Fresh and Fit and Young Pharaoh? An angry man. I'm sorry, I gotta go hard on you niggas. And that's why. You don't want to learn. You too busy complaining about them and not leading them. Right, ladies? Y'all gonna see me on the panel real soon. Why? You too busy. You too busy arguing with them instead of leading them. Going inside the man cave garage saying, "Man, I ain't listening, man." Shut up, punk. Pick the controller up and then get that ass whooped at this Madden or fight night and quit crying. You're not gonna come over to my house crying. I'm not finna use my garage as a crying space no more. Press 1. You niggas need to go home and insert masculinity. Man, y'all women need to be submissive, sit down and y'all submissive right there. That sound, why don't you say that a little better? I can't say that a little better. I'm not Jacob. Press 1. Say it a little better, bro. Working some style into it. Put some soul into it, the way she put that soul in that cooking. Put some soul into the way your lips work. You participate in this stupid shit too. Press 1. You not knowing God and she not knowing God only gonna lead to you believing in aliens and chakra butthole magic.
Not like this. Not like this.
Ah, my stomach hurt. You hear me, but it's true. Y'all both can't be sitting up there believing in them space aliens. Who gonna know about how to run the household? Shit, somebody got to be in order. Press 1. Somebody got to say, hold up, we not doing that one. Hold up, that's against something. You know, y'all be sitting up here talking shit about Christ and the Bible this whole time, then find out y'all out here holding hands, kumbaya, in the middle of a fucking hexagram, spinning around with candles everywhere, talking about ritual. Press 1, doing rituals and burning sage and incense to your God, Mother of Heaven, making penis cupcakes in the Catholic Church. I'm tired of it. Press 1. Come on, Catholics. Throw a punch. Press 1. Hey, you with the funny looking little hat without a spinner on top with no brim. Sit down in the background. Press 1. Sit your ass down. Native Americans out here and they all Asian. All the Asian niggas like Japan just took over in the 1900s. And we Asian, we was the organic, we the Indian. Us too. Who, me? Press 1. They up here talking about the Asiatic black man is God. Nigga, I wish I would. Press 1, but that's equivalent to what they was doing in that movie Loki, when they gave the little Chinese man the book, knowing that he who lives was the real God in the Christ return. Press 1, and they was gonna raise him up to think that that book that the Asian had was the originator, but we all witnessed what they did. The originator was the black man. I'm not gonna play with y'all. And now these niggas walking around talking about they Asiatic black men and their gods. Puh. How? Where? Oh, because God said in the Bible, well, you don't follow the Bible. You follow the rock. You follow a rock, a counterclockwise, you a Muslim. You a 7%er. Well, God told you you can't say that's what the Bible say if you this not what you believe. What did your stuff say? Where y'all foundation at? Press 1. You don't have none. Y'all foundation is built on sand, made of Legos. God come around and shake your little religion up. Y'all be screaming, oh, God, real quick. I thought you was God. There's so many gods in prison. They can't pop a lock and get a forklift job or for damn. Can't do nothing right. These motherfuckers, our people so goddamn backwards and demonic, they think gangbangers was put here to help the community and protect us. From who? Oh, man, they was originally here to destroy and bring our property value down so international corporations can buy our homes at a discounted rate, drive our homes into fucking poverty, destroy, become fucking vacant landlords, and then we got ghost towns, and then they come rebuild for a low cost of nothing. The state gives them the money in eminent domain, our whole properties, our old grandmama's houses and everything, bro. Yeah, peace, God. Peace, God. Yes, you're such a God. First one, you're a non-threat. All you gonna do is run your mouth. That's all you gonna do. And you gonna kiss the asshole of Satan. And you gonna lick around the ring 7 times, each for every ring that go around. And you gonna praise Michael Jordan and every other GOAT that they tell you to. Make this shit look good. Hit that like button and subscribe. You don't hear my Discord going off. My Cash App is going off. My PayPal is going off. And I feel good. Crystal Ford, blessings to you with that $20 contribution. I told y'all, it's always the women. They do this, bro. They do this. They say they want to be healed. They don't want to go into Planned Parenthood and have 300 more million fetuses delivered to American Red Cross, Dr. Fauci, for him to inject us with our own fetuses. We don't want to do this no more. We don't want to participate no more, bro. This is against my religion. This is against God, bro. Press 1. I don't want to go. And Sexy Red just got out of prison. Just had her baby. I'm cool. Y'all can have this. Y'all can have it. So, astro projecting into the astro plane is you going to hell. You at the hell's gate. Press 1. You don't open yourself up. It's the detachment from the soul of the body. So practicing astro projecting is practicing going to hell.
Not like this.
Where the demons at? On the astro plane.
Not like this.
Do you understand? That's where you going. So you can lay on that bed if you want to and close your eyes and slow down your heart rate and disappear. And some of y'all ain't gonna make it back. The demon got you. Your ass don't went into the darkness, and they told you don't go to the light, so you went to the darkness. Press 1. No, they don't told you if you go to the light, you're gonna reincarnate back, meaning you're gonna wake up. Now your ass went.
Not like this. Not like this.
Everybody knows, motherfucker, light is good, bro. Don't go to the light. Go to the other one. Don't go to that tree God said. Go to the other one. Don't do it this way that God said. Go. It's always just like that. Always there to deceive us, bro. Always. Like I said, who's to say Asian writings ain't sigil magic? These people eat squids. China Mac needs to explain this in the hip hop culture. What the fuck are y'all doing eating live squids and turtles? Press one. They eating penises that was in the water. Where did they even find a saltwater penis? And I know all of y'all seen that. That just make a nigga command. How the hell did you? I don't want to eat nothing else. Who taught y'all yoga? Y'all astral projection. Hindus and in Asian culture, Eastern philosophy. Y'all thinking of the cosmos in a way that cannot be. This is weird. I'm scared to. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. I bet y'all been watching people and going to the store and seeing all type of sigils and tattoos, ain't you? Me too. Me too. I'm starting to look at y'all like y'all Yu-Gi-Oh characters. What is inhabiting this person? Lord have mercy. Then you look at them and then you'll see it. Your motherfucking demon right here. Oh my goodness. Frozen food. Oh my goodness. I know y'all probably been watching. Look at this. There it is. Damn. It's true. World peace. Damn, it's true. Damn, Kev. That's why I can't give everybody everything at one time, because people gonna be pretending like they understanding. No, we're gonna take this slow. So the demons got our people laying down and trying to communicate with them, and then vessel swap. Vessel swap. But guess what? Guess what? They have to partake in the magic first and then go to bed. They got to assume all the drugs, go out, party, get doped up, opioid, then go to bed and commit just blasphemous behavior. This is all the process within a set amount of time. And then this has to happen, and this, and then boom. I want to know, is anybody here ever astral projected? Has anybody here know about numerology? That's why I was saying about numerology. Okay. What does this mean? This is all Kaballah. This is all from that tree of the serpent. So numerology, all these things. As enticing as y'all think it is or say it is, it's really not. It's really not. I understand being like in wonder, like, wow, how do numbers compute? But once you realize this is nonsense, and where did this come from? Kaballah magic, Kabbalahism. And a lot of y'all spirituality, y'all calling ancient African, they don't even know what y'all talking about, and it's really Kabbalahism. It's really. So y'all practicing going to the astral plane by way of magic. And then in DMT to see demons. And then the demons say, boo, how are you? Y'all cower away. And now you want to be Christian. See? Are near-death experiences just psychedelic trips? Is the question. Our brain might be flooded with hallucinogen DMT as we die, leading to vivid dreams. So as you practice in death, and they're having these blue and yellow purple hills under mushrooms, and you start seeing things, could that just be DMT and the holographic shutdown of the body? Damn. It's like thinking the other way. Like, what are the odds of that? It's like, oh, man. I never thought about it from the opposing side. Like, damn. So just a small hit of the brain produces DMT could make your final moments on Earth a psychedelic adventure. And this is going into neuroscience, the human body, psychedelics and drugs. So all of this is wow. That's why those people have those near death experiences, say they went where? To hell. God took me to hell. Press one. God took me to hell. I was a demon on the earth. And what happened? And I was studying the Kaballah. I was into press one. I was studying ancient Kemet, a sigil magic. I was doing this one, and I was doing that one. Y'all ever heard those? Here, let me show you. Let me show you, because y'all play it. You don't want to hear. See, when the witches get scared, then they start running away. Don't run now. They're going to run now. This is why I believe in God, bro.
One of those people.
This why. They be like, man, they come back like, man, Jesus, man.
That said God took me to hell. I never thought I was gonna be one of those people.
I don't like when people say God took me to hell, but yeah.
Never thought I would be one of those people that said God took me to hell. I never thought I was gonna be one of those people. Not because I was too good to go. I just did not think that God was gonna take me. The angel visited me this morning and I just saw white light. And then what happened next just was like, Jesus. So the angel took me out of my room. And this was an out of body experience for me as well.
Told you.
I went outside my room, outside my door, like right where our linen closet is in my home. I was in the hall right outside my bedroom door. And then I went down. I didn't go up. I descended.
Yeah. Who went? An angel came. Where was she? On the Astro plane. Fucking projecting. Okay? That's where she was. Okay? This is what it sounded like from her perspective when you come back.
And I went below the earth. That's where the angel of the Lord took me. And as
hell.
I went below the earth,
The hell.
I went into such a dark, gruesome place.
Listen, y'all.
And I immediately knew I was in hell. Even though I had not physically entered just yet, I knew where the angel of the Lord was taking me was to hell. And not because I had did anything wrong.
Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did. I told you. The doorway to hell is astral projection. See? Yeah. Wow. The doorway to hell is sin. That's the beginning. But when you die and astral project, I just told you, y'all at hell's door. So that angel that she's saying took her could have been the angel of death, Abaddon, or nigga. Listen, you don't want to be this one.
I went into
Listen,
this dark tunnel.
y'all ever had
The
that
tunnel
movie?
was so dark.
Y'all never saw that movie Drag to Hell? I didn't either, but I saw the commercial. The-
And it was so hot.
Listen,
It was so hot, y'all. I could feel the heat. It was so hot I could smell it.
wow.
It smelled so bad. And the angel was taking us through the tunnel that led to hell. And I wanted to wake up, but I couldn't.
Sleep
I
paralysis.
couldn't because I wasn't in control. Because
That's
this
right.
wasn't a dream. This
That's
wasn't a
right.
vision. I was there.
Sleep paralysis kick
It's so
in.
much different when you're there. You can't just wake up.
You're dying.
It don't end. It was so hot, y'all. I was sweating. It was so hot. That's all I can remember. I remember exactly how it felt. It was so hot.
Furnace.
And the angel was taking me through this tunnel that led to hell. I wasn't even there yet, but it was so
She
hot.
said I wasn't
And
even
he
there.
didn't allow me to go all the way in to see anything. But he took me to this area was filled with those tin cans that carry gasoline
Oh my goodness. Kerosene can.
and oil. It was so much oil. It was so much
Wow.
gasoline.
She-Hulk.
It was unlimited supply of it in hell. I
Oh
didn't
my
see
goodness.
nothing else. He
Oh
took
my
us
goodness.
out. After I saw all the oil that was in hell, I didn't get to see nothing else, at least not yet, because I believe the Lord will take me back. I didn't see nothing else. But I immediately knew that the Lord was trying to reach a people. He was trying to call people to repentance,
Call you.
that hell is real.
You.
I came to tell y'all today, the Lord allowed me to go so you don't have to go.
The Lord allowed me to go so you don't gotta go. Lord brought you back for testimony. You ain't so nobody else goes, but you was at the door. Lord could take you to hell. Press one. Just to come back and no, you went there. That's what you was doing. You was practicing. You was at the door.
I'm almost begging you, if anybody is on here and you don't know Jesus, hell is real because I went this morning.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
real.
Oh my goodness. Oh
And
my
I'm
goodness.
not trying to scare you. I'm trying to tell you what I saw. I'm telling you what I saw.
So I let you know, this person is astral projecting, playing around, playing around. Just astral projected this morning, doing things you ain't supposed to be doing. Doing things you're not supposed to be doing. She's not the only one. There's so many stories of, Lord have mercy. God took me to a very, very dark place. And I'm like, wow, y'all must be doing some very dark things. And when you're doing dark, bad things, you're gonna reap what you sow. And a lot of y'all are getting confused with having testimonials and going about your life and going preaching about God, and that's good. But you gotta have some word in you. Y'all should just go on to work and stop doing bad things.
In the gang at a very young age, between the age of 12 and 13. I had a rough life. Chicago was a hard place to grow up. Unfortunately, I took that route. Years have passed, and I pretty much mastered the craft, so to speak, of the streets. Give my life to, I consider them like a family to me.
Mastered the craft of what I consider the streets. Wow.
And come to find out, they stabbed me in the back and set me up to get me killed. Hey, wait a minute, something is not right. And I had a weird feeling in my gut about this guy. All of a sudden, I looked up, and the guy looked at me with a smirk. He just kind of like evil grin, like, I got you. It was just like it was so evil, but I just remember everything moving in slow motion, and I fell back. This kind of darkness is not a darkness that's here on earth. This darkness is alive. So as I'm falling, I knew this was hell. And then I heard the screams of the people. And the first thing I noticed were these demons, things. They're the most grotesque, smelliest. Hollywood can't even get close to how these things look. They're so deformed. They had a reptilian look, a reptile look to them. And their eyes were glowing yellow. Some of them eyes were red. Some of them were like 13 feet tall. Some of them were this big.
Hi, welcome to Touching the Afterlife. I'm excited to have Dominic with us today.
Oh my God, she be having her. How you touching the afterlife? You can't touch the sea. See? The whole page. Touching the afterlife. You see? Touching the face of death. Lil Wayne said, look on the face of death, and took his mask off. Yeah, okay, let's go.
Dominic has a powerful testimony. He grew up in Chicago on the streets in a gang. He was shot twice. He was taken out of his body and went to hell. His wife actually reached out to me unbeknownst to him so that he can share his powerful testimony, and he's bravely here today to do so. And so I'm thankful to have you hear this powerful testimony. Welcome with me today, Dominic. Hi, Dominic.
Hello. Hi. How are you? Thank you for having me today. Really appreciate it.
Yes, I'm so thankful that you came on here to share. And so I know
hanging around, and one day we noticed this guy was really just following us. And Chicago was pretty big, in the uptown area especially. Just in a district alone, it's like 500,000 people just within that district. So just to see, I kept seeing this guy, and to run to a person 3 times in an hour, that's kind of impossible at home unless someone is following you. So I told my friend, I said, hey, this guy is following me. And my guy, oh, you're paranoid. Nobody's thinking about you. You're not big time like that. So I was like, okay. But the second time I saw him, I said, hey, wait a minute. Something is not right. And I had a weird feeling in my gut about this guy, So I guess an hour had passed, and I just brushed it off. But I was coming outside my building, and I saw him again. I said, okay, I'm going to go up to this guy and ask him where I know him from. And as I approached him, he said, hey, do you have a lighter? So as I was digging in my pocket, I was going to say, sir. But then all of a sudden, I saw a green flash. It was a bright green flash, and I smelled sulfur. It smelled like burning matches. That's what I remember distinctively, the smell of like matches if you would set a matchbook on fire. All of a sudden, I looked up, and the guy looked at me with a smirk. And he just kind of like evil grin, like, I got you. It was just like it was so evil, but I just remember everything moving in slow motion, and I fell back. When I fell backwards, this is where the supernatural part started. This is when my life changed. When I fell backwards, everything went blank, dark. But this kind of darkness is not a darkness that's here on earth. This darkness is alive. It's a gripping darkness. I mean, it was so dark, like I was saying, that you can blindfold yourself, put yourself under the ground, blindfold yourself again, and it still doesn't compare to this type of darkness. It's a spiritual component to the darkness that I was in. But the weirdest part was when I fell backwards, I started instantly falling forward. I was falling down face forward as I fell backwards. That was the weirdest part. That's the spiritual aspect of it. But as I'm falling, I don't even know how to measure it. They say the speed of light is 186,000 miles per second. It was faster than that. It was just going. But the further I'm going down, just falling and falling, the more and more I felt like I was getting stripped of everything. I knew I was getting stripped of the things that God gave me that I took for granted, like hope, love, fellowship, patience, everything. The further I was falling down fast, everything was getting stripped from me, and I was getting more and more afraid. But this is a different type of fear. It's not a fear like here on earth. It's a different fear that you have to experience. Like the Lord says, you know, there's a difference between reading and talking, but experience. But there's no other way. I'm gonna try to get close as I can to explain this, because there's a lot of things spiritually that can't be put on this, in words here on this earth, in this dimension, so to speak. But as I'm falling, I'm feeling more and more frightening. I started hearing, the first thing I noticed was laughter around me. As I'm falling, it was like this laughter, and it was like these giggling little but the laugh itself, they were laughing, I felt it. It was a different type of laugh. It was a demonic hatred. Like I just knew whatever was laughing at me hated me more than like with anything you can even describe. But as I'm falling, I hear this laughter. The second thing that caught my attention was this horrible smell. See, people don't realize when you leave the physical body, you still have your five senses. You still have them, but the thing is they're upgraded, they're modified. They're very more modified. I mean, times a million. Your sight, your hearing, your vision, your touch, everything is, you still have those things. So this is not a fairy tale where people, been taught that when you die, you just pass away, everything's completely different. Yeah, it is different, but your senses are highly modified. But I smelled the smell, and the smell, I can even just talking about it right now. So I'm sorry if I pause a little bit, because this, a lot of this comes back to me and I still get a little emotional, but the smell alone is so bad. Like, I can't even describe it. There's nothing. You can have 1,000 corpses and dead animals and whatever you want to put into the mush. It smells like Febreze compared to what I smell in hell, the way it smells. So as I'm falling, then I noticed a little light, and it was so small, it was a pinpoint of light. And I heard, and as I'm falling, it's getting bigger and bigger. And then that's when it hit me. I knew. And I thought it was a fairy tale. I'm not gonna lie. I just thought hell was a fairy tale. I thought it was a place of fantasy. I thought it was a scare tactic used by religions. I knew. I said, I'm going to hell. See, time doesn't exist over in eternity the way it exists here. So all the time that I'm falling, people say, how would you have time? Time doesn't exist the way you can't even fathom it. Eternity it has no time. So as I'm falling, I knew this was hell. And then I heard the screams of the people. Yeah. The screams and the yells of while as I'm falling in this portal, may I call.
Man, once that DMT, you on drugs, you get killed out here, that DMT kick in, that holographic mind kick in, boom. Shit.
Call it the portal was getting bigger. You can just hear, and I knew it had to be billions, hundreds of millions of billions of people down there. I mean, screaming, and then their screams are gut wrenching. The same way I heard those demonic laughs, I can feel it in my gut and feel it in my soul. Those screams were worse because it was suffering. It was blasphemous things being yelled. It was just horrible. People begging for one more chance. I mean, the thing is, when you're in the spirit, you can hear 1,000 noises at one time, but you can decipher and know each one, whether they're playing simultaneously or not. You can distinctively know and hear everything. Like I said, it's hard to explain, but that's the closest I can get to it. But as I fall and I see this portal, it looked like an old cave, like I'm entering an old cave system. Okay, and then that's when I felt the heat. See, now I'm looking back on it. It probably already was hot when I got closer to it, but I was so shocked and so terrified by everything else, I didn't pay attention to the heat until I actually got into the first portion of the portal. And then that's when the heat hit me. On top of everything, it was just a bombardment of everything. And here on earth, in our physical bodies, we feel things separately, meaning like our nervous system. So if you get poked in your back, you get punched or something like that, you can feel it just kind of in that spot. But no, there you feel it all simultaneously at one time. Pain, everything. It's your whole body, because now I'm learning I was in my spirit body. I was so used to being in my physical body, it didn't make any sense to me. But when I felt this heat, it's a different fabric. It's a different fabric of heat. It's not like how you burn your finger here. It's a spiritual component to it, because it's
They think because they say it's a spiritual component to it is just that much more spiritual. Man, y'all better stop astro projecting, bro. Y'all better stop fucking with this dark magic. Y'all gonna end up in a fucking furnace.
It's a different type of hot. I don't even, I'm trying my best to describe the heat, but the heat is so, it's beyond. I mean, just say if I wanted to put it on a temperature scale, I would say 12,000 degrees and up. And nothing physical here, especially in the flesh, could withstand that. So, but as I'm falling, I enter this portal and I feel the heat, I'm hearing the yells, it's like just overwhelming. And at this time, by the time I got to the bottom, I just knew I was in hell and I knew I was going to hell. But once I passed the portal, all I remember is when I hit the bottom, I didn't feel anything when I first hit. So I'm trying to think, I was asking, was it the Lord that softened the blow when I first hit? But when I fell and I raised my eyes, it felt like I had no strength. I felt like I hadn't eaten for like months. I couldn't breathe. It was horrible. Just a feeling of just nothing. And then, but the only thing that kept coming to my mind was, and I know the Lord did this purposely, was thinking of everything that I took for granted: movement, a drink of water, just to have the ability to move my arms just freely, the ability to breathe, all the things that we take for granted. It was going through my mind. I knew it came from God. I just, like, and I knew I took it for granted. And there, first thing is I look over. See, it was dark, but I'm trying to, wonder if the Lord was making me be able to see. But the flames itself were emitting so high from these pews, like these vents from the rocks. And that's another thing too I want to add. I don't want to move too fast, but one thing I do want to add. For some reason, I knew I was still here on Earth. I still knew I wasn't in outer space somewhere. I wasn't under space. I was in a different dimension, but I was still on Earth. I knew that. I knew it's here on Earth. So the Lord is right. Hell is a place on Earth. The scriptures are right. It is here on Earth. It's just a different dimension. So as I'm looking around and I'm just already, but I see when the flames, they come up, and then you can see the illumination from the flames. You can see. And the first thing I noticed were these demons, things. They're the most grotesque,
demons.
Smelliest. Hollywood can't even get close to how these things look. They're so deformed. They had legs and twisted arms, but they had a reptilian look, a reptile look to them. And their eyes were glowing yellow. Some of them eyes were red. Some of them were like 13 feet tall. Some of them were this big. They're everywhere. And it's just bugs, there's spiders, and there's just everything. But what really caught my attention were these pits everywhere. And this one demon glanced at me and he started laughing. But down in the pits were just people. Okay. Yeah, I mean, just people. But then I thought it was just one pit. As you really look around and the flames illuminate all of the space around, there's, I would say, hundreds of thousands of pits. And then within each pit are thousands of people. Okay. And then around the pits, you have nothing but these grotesque demon reptilian or reptile-like things, making sure they don't crawl out. It was horrible. You have people.
Somebody said he got one imagination. No, his imagination is big, isn't it? Oh yeah, it wasn't that big when he was on Earth. He was fucking around. See, but when you go through this type of experience, your brain is gonna shoot every fear you ever had at you. The real you. It's like, damn. Or is he talking about something specific? She-hole, hell, oil. Are we understanding? Because you're dealing with, let's say, let me see here. Let me bring this up real quick on what it is. Okay, let me start this and then come back to it.
Who look like bone. I would say they look like bones. Some of them were bones with actually flesh hanging off, which is incomprehensible to some people to even imagine how, but the things that I saw and the tortures that I saw is that you regenerate. So just say if your arm falls off, it'll grow right back. so you can get tortured again. It's a place of pure torture, like torture.
Like remember I said Prometheus was made to do what? He was killed every day for an eternity. His eyes plucked out and reborn every day. He was crucified or some, you know the story. But he could be describing She-Hulk. Press 1. Because you got to give people never experienced things like this before. So remember old girl said there was a lot of oil. Then we went through other tunnels and caverns and fuck. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe it's there. Remember, when you're doing these ritualistic things to land you here and you have been tricked by the god of hell, you're going here. Say, what are we talking about here? Remember, class. I want those who paying attention to remember. What's the title? We're talking about temporal death. Remember, no, you're not dreaming. It's not deceptive. It's not that. Remember, you're studying what? Temporal death. What is temporal death? Do we have to go back? The termination of temporal life by separation of the body and the soul. What is Astro projecting?
Hell is it's no relief. There's nothing. But as I'm looking, and this one demon, he was about 8 feet tall. He looked at me and laughed. And then all I remember was these thousands of maggots, worms, and they're like thick. They're thick. They're thick as soda cans. Okay, they're not like regular maggots here in this dimension. They are thick and they're big, and they started to chew at my feet. And then once it was a few of them, when I looked down, it was hundreds of them. They start to make a mound around me up to my knees.
The reason why I say that is I've had an experience, but I didn't go to hell. Press 1. So I can't carry the approach of they're not telling the truth. It's like he's describing something that makes so much sense if you're listening. And if you're paying attention, he's describing something that looks quite similar, from catacombs to She-Hulk to the other lady said it was a lot of oil. A lot of caves.
Demonic maggots. I don't even know how to explain it. But that was the least of my worries, because I felt getting a hand picked me up from the back of my head, and it flung me, and it flew. And now as I flew, okay, now remember, you have no energy, there's no nothing. Even just when I laid down, I couldn't get back up. But now I'm realizing, in hindsight, that the Lord was with me, because a lot of these demons, they wanted to attack me. They wanted to rip me apart. And I can just feel the hatred that they have for mankind. The hatred that they have for us, it is beyond anything. It is beyond, and you can feel it's ancient, and you can feel it is powerful. It is power in their hate. It is so powerful. Yeah. All right, just 1 second. Okay. Because people don't understand that these demons feed off our depression. They feed off our anxiety.
We do understand. And we do understand. And y'all islanders got to stop invoking these demons, participating in voodoo, street spiritual stuff like Teresa brought up earlier. y'all gotta stop. This is where y'all are headed. Now there are thousands and hundreds of videos on the internet, but what I'm relating it to is not that we should be like, oh, they full of shit or whatever. Remember what we doing here: temporal, death, astro projecting, demons, chaos magic, Kaballah, hell. Sin leads to hell. Hell looks like this. This is a guy. This is a person who studies this from the subject's perspective. He practiced the craft, learned the craft, the art of a street nigga, which is demonic in itself. Sigil oriented and demon activated in itself. So they know what they're doing. Yeah, for sure, for sure. They know what they're doing. Now I'm opening up the phone lines because I got limited time and I've been on the air for 1 hour and 36 minutes. And I got about 15 minutes left, if that, because I know y'all don't like to call in when it's time to put that work in and fight to good fight. Press 1. 424-209. You know the story. You know the story. Let me see. Let me see who up in here. Okay. Well, I'm good to go. I want to thank Deborah for not only contributing to this page, but signing up for my Patreon. She contributes to this page a lot, and I just want to thank her for just supporting this broadcast, being a part of it. And Mr. Wenzel, Jordan Wenzel, Crystal Ford, Jim, Deborah Nichols, 2 times. You guys, thank y'all for the support, and I'll see y'all in the next class. And as